Okay. All right, let's just start with your name and where you're from.
Yes, I am Andrea and I live in Las Vegas.
Awesome. And why did you join the Slay Squad? Where were you at that made you feel like you needed to make a change?
So I had been losing weight for about 3 years before joining the Slay Squad. I had lost about 90 pounds already and gone through a pregnancy and like the comeback from it, but I couldn't do any more on my own. I kind of stalled out. I had tried every diet, every trainer, every macro calculator that there was, and I just wasn't seeing any progress. And so I saw a friend of mine post on Instagram that she had been using Coach Lindsay in the Slay Squad, and I was like, maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll just try it for 6 months. And I started and just saw such immediate changes that it was like I knew it was for me. So now it's been about a year and a half, and yeah, you probably can't get rid of me.
And your transformation is incredible. It's so cool to watch you. Just keep
Thank
going.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you. Anyway,
major
it's
weight
cool
loss.
that the goals are different now. Like I never thought I would get to a place of being in maintenance or like going into maintenance and getting to like not care so much about the number anymore, but care about like just looking like a beast or whatever I want to do. Like, and that's a really cool new phase to be in. And I wouldn't have known how to get there by myself.
Yes, and your recent progress photos, I was noticing like you're muscular. Like you look like lean and strong. You're not just like, now it's
Oh,
not like you're past that major weight loss phase, but you see like all this muscle definition now, which is
I love it. It's
elite.
so cool.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Awesome. And what did you accomplish in the Slay Squad program? And a little bit about your experience. I know you said you had already lost the bulk of the weight, 90 pounds. So what
Hmm.
happened after you joined the program?
So I lost another kind of crazy, but I lost about 25 more pounds, which I didn't even know how low I was going to get. But it was really awesome to be able to do that with like personal one-on-one coaching because it was very custom. Like it was very slow and going into a deficit, and then I went through a bulk phase as well. So I think that's a really cool part that nobody really thinks about. I know I hadn't before I came in. I lost some weight immediately when I came in. And then I went into like the building season, which I had never done before because whoever intentionally tries to gain weight. And so I ate more food and I was like so impressed at how much I could lift. I got so much stronger during that phase. And I had to go through that mental hurdle with a lot of support from Lindsay of gaining some weight because that's something I had never wanted to do. But when I did it, I was gaining muscle too. And then I got to go through the whole process of stripping it back again with the fat loss phase. And it was so cool. Like I would have never been able to guide myself through that. But like you said, now I see more of that lean muscle. Now I see it in the mirror. It's not the same as it looked before at even close to the same weight. So it's just such a cool thing to be able to be guided up and down and like just to any goal that you have.
What was that like after, years of trying to lose weight, losing 90 pounds, always trying to eat less, and then like trying to eat more? What was that?
Honestly, it might rival like being as hard as losing the weight, but more mentally than physically. Like physically, it was cool eating the food, like, but I would get to dinner time, have my dinner because I'm so conditioned to what to eat every step of the day. And then I would have to basically eat second dinner because I would have so much left. And so then I had to gradually like pad everything through the day, put a little extra in here, like not eat a protein bar, but choose like real foods instead. So very cool physically and like from food wise, but mentally very strange. Like I think I had to face a lot of things that I hadn't faced of seeing a scale go up and meaning for that to happen. Because every time I had done that before, I wanted to punish myself for the scale going up. And so this was intentional. And so, yeah, I think it was probably very healing in a way, but it was hard. It
Mhm.
was super hard.
Yeah. And now you have great results to
Yeah.
show for
Yeah. I just
it.
had to trust it. I had to trust everyone, trust the process, and like you got to go up to come down.
Yes. Awesome. And what did you like about the program? How did it help you?
Oh, it helped me so much in just like having the accountability, an extra layer of support, having the weekly check-in, honestly, is like a huge layer of accountability, and the pictures and the weights and all of the things that you have to check in with are just so important. I never had that before. And so it makes me more honest with myself, but it has also allowed me to tell Coach Lindsay what I'm struggling with. Like maybe I've hurt my back this week and I need some modified exercises. I wouldn't know how to like really do that and adjust it to hit the same targets, and she can help me with that. Or maybe I'm going out of town for work and I need some help menu planning for what can I take with me to still try to reach my goals, and she's been so helpful with those things. Or if I need a body weight workout because the hotel doesn't have a great gym, whatever it might be, it's been very personal touch, and that's been hugely helpful for me.
Awesome. And how would you say your life has changed? I know you just got done sharing on the team call about all the ways that you've improved that are not just weight loss. Like, yes, you've lost over 100 pounds, which is incredible, and you look incredible. But
Thank
like,
you.
that's not even the whole win, you know?
No.
Like how you've changed is like it's the most important part.
Yeah. And I think I went through most of this journey probably until like a year ago thinking the goal I have is aesthetic. The goal I have
Mhm.
is, which is fine. Like I think like I feel great about how I look
Yeah.
now. Like
And you should
I
want to look good.
Yeah, like I think
Yeah.
that's totally fine. I want to look 10 years younger than I am. That's always the goal. But I also like didn't know the other things that would change along the way. I didn't know I'd get more mental clarity. I didn't know that my anxiety would be like greatly reduced. I didn't know I'd have better gut health along the way and I'd stop throwing up after like large meals. I didn't know a lot of these things, and that it just became really cool and evident that like the goal is more of longevity and the goal is to not hurt. And I didn't know how much I was hurting in my joints. I didn't know what I was doing to myself. I couldn't even walk like 2 blocks without being out of breath at the very beginning. And so being able to do that now and like chase my kid around, like go to Disneyland and not even think twice about how much we're walking during the day. All of those things I think are the more important pieces. And I think accomplishing a major goal gives you just such a sense of like pride and discipline and like makes you feel like you can do anything. So I've noticed that I'm more confident in my career, I'm more confident in my marriage, I'm more like confident in my friendships. I show up for people better because I'm showing up for myself. And all of that is just like the magic of any transformation story. I think it's not just, oh, I can wear a size 6 now. Yay. Like it's all of these other things that are so much more important than any picture that you could post.
I know it's crazy. And everyone thinks they want that. And again, not minimizing that. Like you said, it's cool to
Yeah,
want
so
to look
great.
good. You can want to look good and you can want to do it for yourself and
Hmm.
looking good. But at the end of the day, like how you feel is going to be so much more impactful than even looking good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And like my hair, my skin, like all of the things are just better than they were before. Like that just comes down to like eating real food and eating good amounts of it and taking care of yourself and moving and doing all of the things that like when you're better in some ways, you naturally want to become better in the other ways. So
Hmm
yeah, I think everything has just gotten better.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy for you. And would you recommend the Slay Squad to friends and family and why?
Yeah, absolutely. I have never come across another program that is so custom and so tailored and has so much support. So I would absolutely recommend it. I think that, I mean, I looked into personal trainers at gyms, I looked at all of these things, and for a fraction of the price, you get the same thing. And you can do it all at home. Like, so I know some girls go to the gym, but I have done this entire journey at home. And I
Mhm.
think that's wild that like I have strong shoulders and I did that in my office at home. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy to me. And like you don't have to have a lot. You can start with body weight, you can start with nothing, and like you're still going to get something programmed for you, especially for your situation, for what you're looking for. And yeah, you just don't get that anywhere else.
Right. And what's important, what I tell people is what's good, like as far as a program, is what you'll do. Like, I don't care
Hmm.
if it's gym or home, it's what you will do consistently. That's what's going to
Yeah.
transform your life. You have what you can commit to. So if you do it
Yeah.
from home, great. Like, if you show up every day, then that's all you need.
Yep. Yeah, I know if I had to commute every day to a gym, I wouldn't do it because I don't have the time. But it's
Mhm.
impressive because a lot of people don't think you can do it from home. But if you have the right
Yeah.
person on your team to be like, what are your goals? Let me help. What does your equipment setup look like? Even
hmm
if you don't have much, I can help you get there. And then we can layer things on as we go and then make that pair with the nutrition choices. I mean, yeah, it's just so cool.
Yeah.
Nothing I could have ever come up with by myself.
Well, I'm so glad. You're a great example to other people. I know you're inspiring lots of people. And last question, just because you have had such a dramatic, like insane transformation, I know what inspired me about your story is just like having moments of like falling down, but like constantly like never giving up. Like it didn't matter if you gained a little weight back, you kept going. Or like you had a baby, you lost the weight again, like you just kept going. You didn't let things get you down. And I know I talk to a lot of women that have maybe 50, 60, 70, 80, or even over 100 pounds to lose, and they just feel so like they don't even know where to begin. They're scared to start because they don't want to fail. So, what do you say, like, to help someone that has a huge mountain to climb? They feel like they have so far to go. Like, what's your best piece of advice to them?
I think stacking habits slowly is really important. Like not that slowly, but like a little by little. Like drink your 100 ounces of water, then start with like more protein, then start with doing more than two workouts a week. Like really ramping it up slowly, but making all of those habits part of your routine and making them non-negotiable. That is the only thing that has worked for me is making it more about discipline because you're never going to be motivated. And I thought that in the beginning because I saw all of these like little gym girlies who were always on social media and they were so happy to be there. And they're like, after 3 weeks, it's a habit, you'll love it. And I didn't love it. I did not
Hmm.
love it at all. And so for me, like it was just like, okay, well, I told myself I'm going to do it. I just have to keep showing up and it becomes a habit. And then it's just part of your day. Pretty soon you don't even care anymore, really. Like you feel a good sense of accomplishment when you're done with a workout, or like I feel good when I go to bed at night and I've had a good eating day. Like it just becomes part of what you're doing. But I think that knowing, like, I mean, I lost a lot. And in the beginning, I kind of thought, I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know what's going to happen. But knowing that you need to like lock in and be committed, like, and that it's going to suck and that no one's going to notice it for a while. I think that at the size I'm at now, if I lose 5 or 10 pounds, people notice. And but
Hmm.
at the size I was then, I could lose 20 pounds and nobody noticed because it's different. And so doing it and motivating yourself by just like knowing what you're doing, knowing that you're doing something good for your body, for your family, for your future, like that is what you have to go off of. And just give it a solid, I would say at least 6 months because nobody's going to notice it in the first 2 months or 3 months unless you tell them about it, which I love to do too, is just tell everybody that you're doing something for more accountability. But you have to give yourself a fair chance. And you're just shortchanging yourself if you're going to have 5 days of picture perfect eating and working out and then have a weekend where you just completely do whatever you want. You're not going to see the results and it's going to be because you're self-sabotaging. So I did a lot of that in the beginning and I think that's probably the most important thing that I wish I hadn't done because it wasted a lot of time. Quite honestly, like
Yeah.
if I have 5 burritos this weekend, like yeah, I might be happy for a second, but in 2 weeks, I'm going to be 10 pounds heavier and be wishing that I didn't do that to myself and I didn't have to. So just commit and know it's going to be really hard and it's going to suck a little bit. But on the other side is like so much less pain, so much less of everything that's like hurting you right now. And you're going to be a happier person.
Yes, I love that you're sharing that because if you're looking for fun in like your motivation and your workouts, you're going to fall off very quick. Like the fun part is when you start looking better or when you don't have pain when you're
Yeah.
moving and when other people like that's when it's fun. And you have to look at that as the goal, not that you're super inspired to go to the gym.
Right. I was never super inspired, but I did like bribe myself along the way. So each new weight decade that I would hit, I would buy myself something. And it's how I kind of transitioned away from celebrating with food too. And so I don't think I shared that on the call, but I would make it something that connected to my wellness journey. I bought myself a smart scale one time so I could do more from my app. I bought myself like expensive shoes, like whatever you can do. Like whenever I
Yeah.
would hit another 10 pounds down, because starting at that point, you have so much more to go and people don't notice automatically that like you sometimes have to bribe yourself along, or I did at least. Like, and doing it with things that are not food or drink is
Hmm.
important. And then things that can make you feel cute and confident when working out, like new workout sets or like whatever it might be. These little things just trick your brain to like a quick hit of dopamine and like you can keep going.
Yep. And you're investing in your journey. That's the other thing. Like it's
Mhm.
a mental trigger when you're like putting money into your journey. Like you have a nice scale, you have nice equipment, you have nice outfits. Like you're a lot more likely to work out.
Yeah. Yeah, or like buy a bench, buy whatever it is. If it's a home workout setup, like some of that stuff's expensive. So just,
Hmm.
yeah, like rewarding myself. And I felt like the further I got, the more money I was willing to spend because I knew I was invested in the whole
Hmm.
situation.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for sharing your journey. It's so inspiring, and I know you're helping a lot of people.
Thank you. I love being in the squad, so I'll be here for a long time.
Perfect.